fairness in women's sports, I think, it confounds me that we haven't already gotten that done. We passed it twice last year. It got vetoed twice by the governor, and we weren't able to override the veto. The last time we fell 3 votes short, and since then we've lost 1 Republican seat in the House, so we're 1 down. So the question's going to be those. We got a lot of new folks in. We got rid of like 4 or 5 moderates in the House. Are those new folks that have come in going to give us the momentum to get over the hump? Because we really need every vote. We can lose 1 vote and still override the veto in the House. What the fairness in women's sports does is, to me, just common sense. If you're born a biological male, you should not be able to compete in girls and women's school sports. And it's not about discriminating against trans girls and women. It's about basic fairness, and those sports are not just they're great for kids, and they're great for their for their learning, and for their learning to grow with a team and learning to be a part of an organization. But they're also about money, frankly, because scholarships get awarded based on how you do in high school sports to going to college. And going to college, theoretically, not as much anymore, unfortunately, but theoretically is the gateway to economic opportunity as an adult. And so when you put biological men in these sports with girls, they have an unfair advantage because, just the physics and biology of being a human male versus a human female for the first 13, 14, 15, 16 years of your life gives you a distinct advantage over girls and women competing in sports that require strength and speed. Like I said, we got it done twice, but we weren't able to override the veto. I'm going to come back around after I talk about Parents' Bill of Rights and talk about why that is. But, the governor knows she's on the wrong side of this issue. Because if you remember, when she was running ads, the first thing she said is, of course I'm against men competing in women's sports. Now afterwards, her staff went behind her and parsed it and said, well, trans women aren't men. So she didn't, okay, she knows she's on the wrong side of this issue. She knows she's playing defense on this issue. And, she's talking like a Republican a little bit right now, talking about cutting our taxes. So maybe she's going to have a change of heart here now that she's not up for re-election and can't stand for re-election, but we'll see. I'm not confident. Let's just say that. I'm not confident that she's going to buck her party, which is adamantly opposed to this for some reason that I can't fathom.